Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this video, we are going to use all the knowledge that you have obtained in the previous sections in order to solve some of the trigonometric questions that are given to you guys. So the steps in solving the equations, the general steps here are given as such. So the first one is, first you need to identify the range of the angle given. The second step is to identify the quadrants of the angle. Find the angle and then you list down all the answers in either radians or degrees. This depends on the range given in the first step. Okay, let's look at the first question. This is a simple question of having a simple equation where sine theta is equal to sec 3 over 2. Okay, now sine theta is equal to sec 3 over 2. Now the first part is we need to identify the range of the angle. So we can see that the range of the angle is between 0 until 360 degrees. So it completes one circle here. Now if you look at this value, the value here is positive. The value of sine theta is positive, so we have the idea that sine theta is going to be we have the idea that theta is going to be either on the first quadrant or on the second quadrant. Now remember, add sugar to coffee. So sine is going to be positive on this second quadrant and first quadrant. Okay, so now let us find what's the value of theta. So theta is going to be inverse sine sec 3 over 2, and if you punch in to your calculator, you will get the answer is 60 degrees. Okay, so therefore we know that our theta, so again we know that our theta is just going to be either on the first quadrant or it's going to be on this quadrant. Okay, so both here is going to be, this is 60 degrees and this is correspond to 60 degrees. Now for this quadrant, since the range of angle is just between 0 to 360 degrees, there is nowhere else for theta except on this quadrant and this quadrant. Okay, so therefore our final answer is going to be, therefore theta is going to be 60 degrees, which is this one. This is my theta, and theta is going to be up until here, which is 120 degrees. Okay, so that's the answer. Okay, next, solve secant theta is equal to sec 2. Okay, secant theta is equal to sec 2 for theta between 0 and 3 pi. So if you convert this into degrees, if you are comfortable working with degrees rather than radians, by all means you can do that. For example, I am more comfortable working with the degrees, so I'm just going to convert this into 0 degrees, and this is going to be 3 times 180 degrees, so that will be 540 degrees. So this is the range of my theta. So I know that if this is the diagram that I have, theta is going to start from 0, is going completing one round for 360 degrees, and then it is going to go another further up until 180 degrees. So it's going to be to stop here, so that is 540 degrees. Yep, so this is again, so this is 360 degrees plus another 180 degrees will be equal to 540 degrees. Okay, so next, what we're going to do next is, I'm just going to write down the equation here. So secant theta is equal to sec 2. What is secant? Secant is just 1 over cos theta is equal to sec2. Therefore, cos theta is equal to 1 over sec2. Now notice that the value here is positive. Okay, this is a positive value. Therefore, based on what you have learned about quadrants and so on, you know that our theta will be either on this quadrant, okay, which is where the cosine of theta is 1 over sec2, or it is going to be on this quadrant. Okay, it's going to be on this quadrant. So what is theta? So if you punch in your calculator, so you will get that theta is just the cos, the inverse cos of 1 over sec2, and this is equal to 45 degrees. 45 degrees. So this one is 45 degrees. So, and this one is also 45 degrees. Now we are going to list down all possible values of theta, because theta has a range of 0 until 540 degrees, not including 540 degrees. So what we're going to do is we are going to consider, therefore, the final answer is going to be, therefore theta is equal to, the first one will be 400, sorry, the first one is going to be 45 degrees, so on this quadrant, and then it is going around completing 360 degrees, and it will stop here. So this is on the fourth quadrant, so that is 360 minus 45, which is 315 degrees. So that is our theta. So 316 degrees, okay, up to here. And then it continues on, and it will stop here again, because this is also the positive value. So that means 360 plus 45. So 360 plus 45, we will get 405 degrees. I'm just going to erase that. So we got 405 degrees. Okay, 405 degrees. And then, although the limit is until this point, okay, you can continue on, but there is no point to continue, because on this quadrant, the value of cosine is negative, so it doesn't fit the equation given here. So we can stop at this point already. We don't need to go on and complete the round until 540 degrees. Okay, so this is the answer in terms of degree, and since the range is given in radians, you need to change the value here into radians, and you have learned how to do that in the first subtopic 8.1. So I'm just going to write down the answer here in radians. So finally theta expressed in radians pi over 4 7 over 4 pi, so 7 over 4 pi and 9 over 4 pi. Alright, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.